Like, there was nobody I could talk to.
Eventually, she told her mother, Carol, but couldn't bear to break the news to her father.
One of the reasons that it was harder to tell my dad was because I had been kind of this perfect son that fathers want to have. And, you know, fathers live vicariously through their sons. And part of me, I was afraid to take that away from him.
Carol waited 1 year before telling her husband that their son, Paul, was now Kim. So she told you, and you kept it a secret from your husband for a year, because you didn't think he could handle it?
Well, because he was ill. And his health was a real issue. And I thought that I was going to time the telling of this news to my husband at just the right time. And there never was just the right time. But I decided must, and so I made appointments for myself with a therapist, and on the second or third visit, I invited Lauren to come along, and that's when I
told him. Was that hard?
Yeah, I wish I could have told him. I feel bad that I put so much pressure. I mean, how much pressure to put on my mom. And it wasn't just my father. I mean, she was juggling our whole extended family, which is very big and loving, and they want to send me Christmas gifts, but they're going to her first, and she sends them along with a different name on. I mean, I put her through a lot, and I wish I hadn't.
Would you do it differently now?
Absolutely. I would tell her earlier. And I mean, I think that's why it's important to talk about these issues on the show and our film, so that hopefully, you know, this generation, somebody can really come out when they're 15. And maybe next year, someone can come out. It's like we get more used to it.
But I would say for all the parents who are watching who today are going to hear your child is going to come out to you, perhaps not to say they want to transgender, but to say, I am gay. I just think that I got goosebumps when you said that earlier about I believed in my child. I believed in my child. And that is the message for every parent who's going to hear that your child is somehow different. I believed in my child. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Beautiful. Coming up, meet the love of Kimberly's life.
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created February, I don't know the date, using the guitar chords, B flat and A minor 7. The song's going to be called It's Hard for the Parents Too. A child who wants to change their sex, who wants to become transgender. It can also be a journey for the parents too. A journey for the parents. They'll have to ride along, tag along and experience changes too. A father might want his son to grow up to be like him. But if that son wants to become a woman again, what's it gonna do to the father? Do to him? Whoa. What's it gonna do to the mother in the same instance? Are they gonna be able to flow along and accept that child? Accept that child. Ooh.